President Obama, as we talked about last week extensively, has been moving forward on the replacement for the late Antonin Scalia on the Supreme Court by nominating Merrick Garland to replace him. We have heard all sorts of posturing. There have been 6 or 8 Republican senators who say, I would meet with Merrick Garland, although those meetings would be mostly symbolic. They probably wouldn't go anywhere. We've heard from some on the right, even Orrin Hatch, who said, for example, that somebody like Merrick Garland would be a great choice. Even though President Obama has made that choice, Orrin Hatch now saying, actually, we're not going to be moving forward on that. Mitch McConnell was on Fox News Sunday yesterday talking about this nomination, being interviewed about this nomination by Chris Wallace. And he made what is simultaneously a repulsive and stunning, but not that surprising admission, which is, how could Republicans move forward with this nomination when the NRA hasn't signed off on Merrick Garland? And I know what you're saying. Wait a second. The people elect the president who nominates Supreme Court nominees. And then the people elect senators who confirm them. NRA. Why does the NRA matter? Oh, it matters, particularly if you're Mitch McConnell. Listen to this.
Nominee.
So final question, just to make it clear. You're saying no consideration of Judge Garland by this Congress, even if Hillary Clinton wins the election. No consideration by this Congress. You're going to stand firm on that, even in a lame duck session.
Yeah, I can't imagine that a Republican majority in the United States Senate would want to confirm in a lame duck session a nominee opposed by the National Rifle Association, the National Federation of Independent Business that represents small businesses that have never taken a position on a Supreme Court appointment before. They're opposed to this guy. I can't imagine that a Republican majority Senate, even if it were soon to be a minority, would want to confirm a judge that would move the court dramatically to the left. That's not going to happen.
Senator McConnell, thank you. Thanks
He's
for your
literally sticking to his guns on this one, right? I mean, confirm it. Wait a second, Chris. You're saying Republicans are going to confirm a nominee that hasn't been okayed by the National Rifle Association, the biggest pro-gun lobby in the country? I just don't see that happening, Chris. Wow.
That's really sad. Really sad. And this really reminds me of this season of House of Cards, too, because the NRA, they show the NRA's power. And I don't know how they amassed this power, but they have it. And
the Republicans are really showing themselves to be totally bogus on this, right? Because first the argument was, well, the vacancy should be left open until a new president is elected because, you know, a Republican win in November would be a drastic shift. So we shouldn't let President Obama do his job while he is still president, right? Totally absurd idea. Election year Supreme Court nominations and confirmations are common, but fine. It's a stupid argument, but it's their argument, God damn it. But now, even if Hillary Clinton wins in November, Mitch McConnell is saying, no, we still wouldn't go forward with the confirmation hearings because the NRA is still going to be opposed to Merrick Garland, whether a Democrat or a Republican wins in November. And this all, by the way, comes down to 2 cases that Merrick Garland was involved in, Parker v. District of Columbia and NRA v. Reno, where apparently Garland's decisions weren't pro-gun enough for the NRA. This is an embarrassment, right? Grasping at straws. We just have to hope that it backfires on Republicans. And we sort of know, because we know Republican voters, there's a good chance it won't backfire, but hopefully it will.
Yeah. The NRA, masterful at purchasing politicians.
Yep.
And those politicians are going to make sure that there's a pro-gun Supreme Court justice. What is going on?
Mitch McConnell knows exactly where his bread is buttered. Let's dispel with this notion that Mitch McConnell doesn't know where his bread is buttered. We're in a race to the bottom here. I'm on Twitter at @Pakman. Lewis is on Twitter at @LewisMotamedy. Send me your thoughts about this crazy, crazy story. Warby Parker is offering a free 5-day home try-on to give you the opportunity to check out their glasses. I personally wear Warby Parker glasses when I'm not wearing my contact lenses. And I also started with one of these free at-home try-ons of 5 pairs of glasses. You can get your free home try-on and support the David Pakman Show at warbyparkertrial.com/TDPS. I don't really like going into glasses stores and trying on glasses while the salesperson sort of hovers over me. And I like more than 30 seconds to actually figure out whether I like the glasses. So with the Warby Parker home try-on,
I was able to pick 5 pairs that I liked, put them on in the comfort of my own home, pick the one I like the most, and then Warby Parker put my prescription lenses in there for me. A lot of people don't know that the eyeglass industry is controlled by just a few big corporations that keep prices very high, like $300 for prescription glasses high, which is just insane. Warby Parker glasses start at $95. That's what mine cost. And for every pair of glasses sold, Warby Parker distributes a pair of glasses to someone in need. You can try 5 pairs and see what you like. Check out the at-home trial and support our show by going to warbyparker.com/TDPS. It costs nothing.